Hello, wonderful people. Okay, this is going to be a very weird recording or video because I am driving away from my house and I'm going to work as a nurse at the hospital. But I felt like I don't have anything, like I don't have any thing to put my phone on, so I just did something here to hold it, and I just wanted to do a video about like the energies right now. I've been having a really tough time, like a lot of darkness that is, it's like it's taking over me sometimes, from time to time, and maybe it does, and it feels horrible. It's exhausting. It's very, 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 very exhausting. And I feel and I think that this 8-8 portal and these energies that is playing around right now, they are like, how should I put it into words? I don't know if it's like this for everyone, maybe not for everyone, but for many, I think we're like really facing our darkness, our inner truths about what we are doing here. And I feel, in my own perspective and in my own individual experience, that the ego is pretty loud right now. The ego has a very, very, very hard time to let go and let go of control. Like the control and the fear is so loud that I am being controlled by fear. I feel controlled by fear, and my ego is controlled by fear. My soul is like whatever, not whatever, but it's like I can feel my higher self or my soul just letting me have my what is it called, temper tantrums, and my explosive expressions, my anxiety or the anxiety, and just letting me have this how should I say it? Since I was a child, I have sometimes been like very angry, or being like this anxiety for life, like the anxiety that I have been experiencing this last maybe 2 years, but really, 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 really feeling it these 2 days, has been the experience of life and how exhausting and how overwhelming it can be. It's overwhelming. It feels overwhelming with work and with like everything, like everything about life can be overwhelming, and especially when you are very much in your mentality, in your ego, and in your mind, and in your traumas. In your traumas, because I felt maybe it's for like lifetimes, and maybe it's for the whole collective that I'm purging, I don't know, but what I can feel, it's very heavy. It's like fear of life, fear of being overwhelmed, and fear of not having control about my future. and for what's to come. And also a very, very, very big fear of being stuck. Like being in one place all day long, every day, for the rest of my life. That is one of the biggest fear that I have been experiencing in my life, is being stuck and doing the same thing over and over again every day. That is a big one right now, I think. That is a really big thing. And I don't think I can even say, I don't know if I can say how to, I can't say how you will experiencing it, because that's individual. It's individual and collective, so we can tap into that collective fear from time to time, and then we can, like I am now I am tapping into my own individuality, and therefore I can just switch like that. I'm going from fear, anxiety, I can cry, I can have like panic attacks, but then in just 1 second I can boom, and then I'm switching to my new me, or more of my higher self, and my like soul, my heart, and my empowerment. But I haven't been in my empowerment today at all until now, not at all. I have been experiencing, like I have been suffering, but I know deep down that I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim to my circumstances. I'm not a victim to everything that is like going on around me in my reality, in my visual reality. But I was in a deep trauma. I was in a deep trauma for the whole collective and for my own self. Very deep. And now it's easier to talk about it, and now it's easier to do a video, because I came out of it. I came out of it by doing something that I was not supposed to do. My mind told me, or I don't know if it wasn't my mind, or if it was something else that told me not to do something, and then I did it anyway, and then I got my power back. Oh, that just came to me right now, because it felt like I was being controlled, like say something, like someone is saying something to you that you can't do that, like the ego is playing this repeat over and over again, like you can't do that, don't do that, that is wrong, everything you do is wrong. But then I felt like it, and like I really want that, and therefore I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't care, I'm gonna do it anyway because I want to. And then I just got my power back, and the anxiety disappeared, and the anger disappeared. So maybe that is something that you want to do also. Maybe it's something in your life, or something in your head that says you can't do that because you don't deserve that. You can't have that because you don't deserve that. You're not worthy of having that. You're not worthy of doing that. But if you really, really felt called to it, then do it anyway. And see what happens. Maybe you feel like your empowerment is coming back to you when you do that thing, even though your mind and your ego says, no, you can't do that, it's wrong. Maybe it's not even your ego. I feel, and I think, that sometimes our higher self and our guides can trigger us just to come back into our empowerment. So don't see everything as, not even if you call it the demons in your head and the darkness. Sometimes it can trick you of not going into the darkness, but maybe it is that maybe it's the darkness you want to be in, to come out of it, to go into the darkness, to come out of the darkness, if that makes sense. To do something that feels wrong or dark, but maybe it's the thing that makes you empowered. Because this is pretty some things are really hard to let go of, and some things are maybe not even meant to let go of. Maybe it's just the collective being controlled by everything that's like going on in the news and around us, and what everyone else is doing, and we're looking too much to what everyone else is doing, and then we try to apply that in our own lives, but it doesn't resonate. It doesn't resonate with you and your life and maybe your signature and who you are. But that is something for you. That is something for ourselves, the personal self, to take care of. So yeah, I feel that maybe the rest of, I still feel that August has been pretty heavy, but I also have felt this sometimes, not always, but the empowerment is still there. It's still here. Like the empowerment is still available in every now moment. And sometimes I try to feel that and like find that empowerment when I'm in a very difficult place to be in, but I don't find it always. Sometimes I just have to surrender into the anxiety, surrender into the anger, surrender into not controlling my circumstances or my mood, because I really love to like change my mood. Like I don't want to be angry, I don't like to be sad, I don't like anxiety, I really hate it. It's so damn boring, and it's really it's so uncomfortable. But I know that my higher self and my guides and the universe is telling us also to like welcome that feeling into our lives also. Not to anchor it in, like not to be it, but sometimes we have to transform with going into it, by going into it. Like we have to really feel that anxiety, just let go and surrender. Because I have felt when I get panic attacks, it's when I am restricting the feeling. I'm not letting the anxiety being felt completely. I'm being restricted or restricting the feeling. I'm being hindering of myself. I don't find the perfect word, but it's like my ego doesn't want to experience the anxiety, and therefore I'm being restricted and not feeling expansive. But sometimes when I do just let go and surrender into the anxiety, I don't always get the panic attacks. It's like it disappears or transforms much easier. But that is not always the easy path. It's not always easy to let go and surrender into the anxiety, because sometimes your mind takes control over you, and you get all these different scenarios in your head, like what happens if I do that and that and that? Will this be forever? Will my life be this forever? And you go into this all difficult scenarios and catastrophic panic ideas of how life should be and will be. And that is just the ego You don't know. You don't know how your life will be in a week, in a day, in a year. You don't know. You don't know. And I feel that August is a lot about letting go of control and pretty much still healing some trauma. And I'm sorry to say that, and I don't like to be the messenger of saying something like we should heal our traumas, but sometimes we really do have to like go further in our lives, but we don't have to do it all the time. I have felt right now that it's very, 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 very more important than ever that I let go of the healing process. Like between the healings, between the trauma healing, I have to let go of it and just be me however I am and do whatever I want. And then the healing maybe comes another day, another time, another hour, another week. But I'm getting so freaking exhausted about thinking about the healing and what traumas I have and blah blah blah. That is not life. That is not life. We are here to expand. We are here to evolve. We are here to come into ourselves and into our hearts more and more and more. But we don't have to do that all the time, because that is not what life is all about. Life is about to have fun, to let go of the judgments of what you are here on earth, like what you are doing. Like I need to let go of the judgments of that I'm not really there I want to be yet. And that is the truth. It really hurts when I'm talking about it. Not right now, because I have been healing some things, but I still feel some hurts. Okay, now I'm parking. But I still feel I feel like the sadness is within me. It is there. But it's like it's really hard to let go of it right now. But I'm getting there. So well, I hope you get something out of that. Maybe it's just not so much information, I don't know, but maybe you get some just like courage, some encouraging words, that you are perfect as you are. You don't have to be. You're not even supposed to be like anyone else. You have your own signature and you have your own energy of who you truly are. It's not easy to remember who you are always, and it's not always easy to really feel. But try to tap into who you are. I have felt like I am a little bit like rebellic. I'm a little bit chaotic in my energy sometimes. And not chaotic, but rebellious. And I feel comfortable with that. I feel comfortable with being that from time to time, not always. But it's like a part of me that I need in my life to survive. Or not to survive, but yeah, sometimes survive. It's like a part of me that wants to come forward. It's like always, it's keeping me getting forward. If I wouldn't have that stubborn side and that rebellic side of myself, I would have been stuck in my life. I wouldn't have done all the things that I have been doing in my life, and I haven't been experiencing all of the crazy things and fun things that I have been doing if I haven't had that side of myself. And I feel that is a very important part of myself. But sometimes I have to calm myself down also. I do need that. And that is my next, like, that is my lessons, I think. Just calm the hell down sometimes. So, have a great day. I love you, and just be yourself. I love you. Bye.